Welcome back to What's Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Fury. It's a tier 6 American premium medium, and it's actually an M4A3 Easy 8. 76mm gun, 115 alpha, and this one's being driven by DementedBunny, and she's on the north spawn of Redshire, and she's about to get team killed. And well, it's a rather unfortunate circumstance, but it's a good lesson for fire control. Game started. Now, the Fury, the famous tank from the film Fury, driven and commanded by Daddy Warbucks, otherwise known as Brad Pitt. And yeah, it's basically just a standard M4A3 Easy 8. So it's got the Ford multi-bank engine and basically a 76mm gun. So it's quite powerful. And looks like DementedBunny's blind firing the trees over there. Sometimes it's a good decision to actually blind fire some of the bushes because you never know who might be at home. Anyway. Now, the person who team kills her is up there. Yanino in the Skoda T25. Now, if you remember, that's got a magazine-fed 3-shot gun, 75mm. And yeah, well, he's going to accidentally team kill DementedBunny, but I think it's because he was more careless about how he shot. And you'll see this very shortly. DementedBunny's going up to the Zeppelin, and well, somebody was prematurely firing, and I think that may have been the Panzer T25 or the T1 Heavy, and we saw an Arty round just come in there, and it looks like she's got some ordinary opponents, a Leo, an M4, a VK3601H. Oh dear, here comes a KV2, and there you go, double tapped, hit by the KV for 658 hit points, and then finished off by the Skoda T25 shooting her from behind. So that was rather unfortunate. In fact, the Skoda did say sorry. And yep, DementedBunny wasn't happy about this. She wasn't happy in the slightest. Well, yes, and with good reason, because it now means that they've effectively lost this flank. Even though they've got good defenders back at that corner, they've lost this flank, and they've lost the flank over by the castle, because if you notice on the mini-map, you can see it's a P43 Biz, a T25-2 and a Panzer IV-H going through the castle, and there's only one tank defending that side, whilst there's 3 tanks on the hill defending the middle. It's up to them to actually prevent the forces moving off the west side of the map. You can see the Arty has already taken the hint and he's relocating straight away. He knows that that flank's lost. This flank's lost as well. Yep, some big damage going on here. KV2's just poking out to take the occasional shot at distance, getting some big damage. There's 6 tanks down now. As you can show, as it shows, if you team kill someone, you usually end up losing the battle. And in this instance, by team killing DementedBunny, that Skoda has cost them the game. Though you could say, in mitigation, that an M4A3 Easy 8 is not really going to stand up too well to a KV2. But you see, and you can see some rounds hitting the rear of DementedBunny there. You can see that even if she had been hit with that first round from the KV2, she would have been able to retreat and take up a defensive position further back. But of course the Skoda was just too careless with his shots. Well, they're 5 tanks down now. 4 tanks down. There They're managing to claw some back, but for how long I don't know. Nope, 5 tanks down again. They've lost the complete centre of the map now. All the tanks on the hill have gone. So they've lost the west flank, the centre, and this flank. They're moving up. And as soon as that M6 is gone, yep, he's gone. Now they're going to just flood through here. And the guys from the centre are now coming in behind the guys on the west side, the east side. So the game's going to be over very quickly now. They're 5 tanks down. There's only 3 tanks left on their team. 2 tanks left. The team killer's about to go. Yep, there he goes. And there's only 1 tank left, a T-3485, but he's probably not going to last very long. Because he's rather trapped in that corner. And there's 3 tanks coming around, including an M4A3 EC2 and a P43 Biz. And he's been killed. So, game over, a loss. And all because of that team kill right at the start of the game. So here's the end of battle results, I'm afraid, for DementedBunny. She didn't get any damage on the enemy at all, but she did get 4 first spots on the enemy. And that was her intention, I think, just to go up and get those spots and stop the enemy from coming around the Zeppelin and enable her team to actually get some early hits from a distance. But unfortunately, it just didn't work out too well that there was KB2 there. And, well, under those circumstances, it might have been easier for her to actually stay on the hill overlooking this area and let somebody else do the spotting for her. But, yep, there you go. So, team kill leads to a defeat. And you can see she's right down at the bottom in damage and virtually at the bottom when it comes to XP. And we can see that she did make a profit in credits, but very little. And a little XP as well. But there you go. That's all that happens. So, sad, but I think it was just poor fire control by that Skoda. If he'd only been a little more careful, I think that DementedBunny would have been able to retreat. And it might have ended up with a shootout over distance. But there you go. If you enjoyed that video, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be one of your replays and a better one in the next video.